R&B on no regular microphone. You couldn't make R&B with no regular musician, no regular producer. All of these things were expensive. And what rap then provided, let's say for companies who weren't owned by musical people, companies that were owned by people who specialize in steel and oil and real estate and tech, who don't understand the nuances of keeping this music alive, all they know is bottom line. So a rap record comes into the world made in somebody's basement on a regular microphone with an MPC, costs $5,000 to make, and they sell 1 million of them. What's the return on that? As opposed to your R&B artist that was 500,000 in the hole before he even got out the gate and only sold 1 million of them. And so that idea of that bottom line not balancing out made these owners who weren't musical, who didn't understand the value of keeping this music and keeping this balance, well, they wanted to cater to the bottom line. They're like, what are people buying? What are people paying attention to? Where are we getting the most return? And rap music ended up being that thing. Now, as we're clawing and we're fighting our way back to try and stay alive, of course we can't keep up with the output. Our music is just made different. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep up with the texture. We're not grimy. We're not, you know what I'm saying? We need styling. Our clothes got to be fly. Puff, you always been fly. Them is expensive clothes, my brother. Mm-hmm. You don't get all that off the rack. A lot of that is custom. Yes, you understand what I'm saying? Yes, them microphones, you get them lights, you get this overhead. When you ask for the God light is expensive. Yes, it is. and this all comes from your R&B pedigree. Yes, this is from your rap pedigree. Yes. All of these expensive and exciting nuances that you have come from that soul in you of wanting to be excellent, which costs. It costs. So as we're fighting and trying to claw our way back into this space, guess what happens? Rappers start using melody. They start singing over rap tracks, over trap tracks, and start blurring the lines between what is R&B singing and what is R&B trap, and rappers are now emotional. They dealing with their baby mamas. They homies that stabbed them in the back is getting emotional with their melody, and it became a thing where people would rather hear rappers sing bad than hear R&B singers sing good. Right? And so guess what? We keep making these adjustments. We slowly but surely, as we spoke about earlier, we slowly but surely compromise. Why? Because we want to be seen. We want to be heard. We slowly but surely dial our vocals back. We slowly but surely dial our tracks back. We slowly but surely dumb ourselves down so that we can just be seen, so that we can just be heard, ultimately so that we can just do what we love and possibly feed our families. Yes, we had to compromise. Yes, we did compromise. We are part to blame. Yeah. See. That's my thing. My answer is that we're accountable for it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We have some accountability, and I want to make sure we're saying and making it clear. It's not hip hop's fault. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you. Some people ask me all the time, "What's some of the best advice somebody ever gave you?" I ain't gonna lie. Young Thug gave me some of the best advice, and I get some of that advice right now back to all R&B artists, and this is what Love Records is about to do. Mm-hmm. You got to be able to adapt, baby. You got to be able to adapt. And so that's my challenge to R&B. You know, as we go out there and as, you know, we collectively start singing what's on our hearts and getting back into our blackness, our black art form. Mm-hmm. You have to really understand that too. This is one of our most famous parts of our culture ever. Absolutely. Okay, and so can't nobody make you not do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody make you do something. No money can make you do something. I know I can see you, but at this point in time, you know, we're talking about the resurrection, you know, and I think that it's important that albums like yours come out and get the right justification. I feel like we got to fight for ourselves. We got to adapt.
Is we sit there, oh, we ain't got what hip hop has or this and that. Nah, for me, hip hop and R&B get the same 24 hours, and R&B has to adapt. But what I'm talking about as far as what R&B is the way it makes you feel, the way R&B makes you feel. Yeah. And I feel in life there has to be a balance, because I love turning up. I love this. I love when it's, you know what I'm saying? I even love, because I've been on both sides, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gangster rap, speaking the truth about what it is. But then there's something that really happened. Mm-hmm. Our lack of connection with the church, started to the lack of people going to church and not going to church after the strip club, just going to strip club and skipping church. We lost a lot of talent that would spew over just from being around the melodies and also the vulnerability. Yeah, but transparency. Yeah. I know it's a very controversial topic with the church but that's where we used to get that's where our talent comes from. That's where our keyboard players, our programmers, all the best people, all the best singers, they came from the church. The algorithm, you know what I'm saying? Pushing the algorithm of just like, yeah, gang, gang, bang, bang, fuck a bitch, I hate you hoe, I hate you nigga, as you was talking about the other day, and the lack of love. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I that's the thing that we are accountable for, as artists. But also, I think that rap R&B, a lot of rap R&B and let's jump to something else. What you feel about auto-tune and R&B? How do you feel like that affected R&B? And we just having a conversation. Absolutely. Absolutely. Opinions. I feel like auto-tune, as it was used as a texture, then became a cheat code. And I think auto-tune helped further blur the lines between whether people were actually singing or if the computer was actually singing. And slowly but surely, the R&B ear got programmed to the R&B ear got programmed to this thing, to this sound, this new sound that a raw vocalist just on the microphone just couldn't deliver. It became a thing. It became a sonic that you almost it almost hypnotized people in a sense, to where every record started to have this sonic and this same programming that made the raw vocal kind of obsolete. I'm definitely victim of turning on or turning up the auto-tune just a little bit so that I could tap into the sonic that is dominating the airwaves. Yeah.